Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Let's play episode 153. Let's get straight to it. So I want to begin some work on this rocket tube that we have here, and I think I want to start just by pumping out all the water that we have crammed down here. So let's go ahead, plumbing, liquid pipe. Let's also start hooking up all of this nonsense, like so. And yeah, we're just going to drain all the water that we use for this sort of passive cooling system out of here. And then we want to turn on our active cooling system. I think what I've decided is that I want to... high stress, Abe. Yeah, let's also... Sorry. Let's move this telescope to somewhere. I don't really care where. Maybe we can just move it back to here. Get rid of this. Yeah, I just want to move this telescope somewhere out of the way. Maybe it's better to just put it somewhere up here so it's actually kind of thematically correct as opposed to just sticking it down in a random part of the base. But I think we want to make just another bedroom over here. I think is a plan. Okay. Yeah. Also doing something with some of these other areas would be nice. But I think I've decided I just want to move all this gas storage somewhere else. And I'll use this whole area as our sort of fresh canvas on which to make our new system. Because otherwise it's just annoying moving all this other stuff. And we can make some changes on the other side as well, now that we don't need to be using that space. So this telescope, I want to move this out of the way. I want to create a proper med bay somewhere as well. I kind of want to just move this whole thing up a little bit, honestly. I think it's fine letting hydrogen out here. This is above where the base will be. Yeah, you know what? Let's work on that. So I just want to dig out across here, like so. Let's go ahead and let the game run as we're doing this. Give an order to submit bioscan in here, see what's in here. But basically, I want to take some insulated tile, ceramic, and run it across here. And we will say insulated tile, ceramic, just like so. That way we can let sort of the hydrogen drain out, but also give our guys room to work. And let's actually cancel this one and replace it for now with a igneous rock ladder, which is going to go down to here and allow us to dig out the rest of all this. Yeah, I just want to end up digging out all of this, I think. We're just going to expand the base upward a bit here. While we're at it, let's dig out this. And dig out... Whoa, that's not the button I want to press. Let's dig out this. And who has high stress, by the way? Abe? You're hurt, hungry, all sorts of problems. You know what, Abe? How about you treat yourself to some pepper bread if you can't already? Who has access to pepper bread? Maybe not the right people. Where's my man Abe? Abe, you get access to the high quality stuff as well, in fact. And I don't really want people eating bristleberries. We plan on turning all of those into stuffed berries, so this should not be on. I thought I turned this off. I guess I did not. Okay. But no eating of bristleberries, please. It's not what they're there for. Man, have we been losing a lot of bristleberries to that nonsense? Doesn't really matter because I guess they don't add many calories. I don't think you add any calories going to stuffed berry. You just increase the morale bonus. But might as well do this. Yeah, Abe is stressed. I get it, Abe. You don't have a room to live in, do you? Yeah, okay. There you go, Abe. Work on that. Yeah, in this area we are going to fix up a little bit. Tile. We can go ahead and remove these right here. Let's grab this telescope. And where do we want to put our telescope? That is a question for the ages. Can I reach out here? I can, right? Let's dig out these, and I think I'll be able to just say, that's not what I wanted. Stations, telescope. Can I fit it here? I probably can't, actually. Okay. Let me rethink this. Let's just put the telescope here. You know what? Let's put the telescope here. This is a spot you could put a telescope. I don't even care anymore. Let's just get it somewhere else, because I want to build out the rest of this base. Okay. Yeah, sure. This is obviously the place to put the telescope. Let's also go ahead and get access to this area again, like so. And we are going to enable this building, set the priority relatively high, start pumping this stuff out. These temperatures are pretty nice. They're not really going to get much better the way things are right now. I have not disconnected this line yet. No, I have. I have this flow control set to 0 now. Okay, that's good. Do I have this one set to 0? Important question. I've turned it off entirely. Okay, disconnected it. How are we doing temperature-wise down here? Have we improved this? Okay, it's getting better. Right, this is it. 23. Coming out here at 33. Yeah, this is fine. We can live with this. I kind of want to throttle this system a little bit. Like, I want to introduce a, yeah, I want to throttle this somewhere here. This is kind of a waste. We're not really getting our full cooling value out of this. I'll deal with that later. Okay. Okay. So I want to drain all this gas out of here and move it just anywhere else. Literally anywhere else will be fine. So let's go ahead and create another gas storage area. We could just set it like off to the side over here. Would be perfectly fine. Dig out through here. Sounds like a plan. Deconstruct this. Base. Tile. Igneous rock is fine. Extend all this out. Like so. Deconstruct this. Okay. Looking good. And let's go ahead and then say base. Gas reservoir. Iron ore. Boom. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we kind of can get in through here, right? Like this has okay, yeah, this only has 18 in it. Okay, so we can do this pretty easily. Okay. Drain out all this gas, get it off somewhere else. Start smoothing out this area a little bit. We're basically going to take these 5, I think, and just move them somewhere else. Technically, we only need to move these 2, but this should work. So all the inputs are connected to basically nothing. Let's actually just go ahead, get rid of this whole line that we have here. I don't need any of this. And we can deconstruct this and deconstruct this. And then we are going to go to this ventilation overlay and say deconstruct, deconstruct. Actually, no. Those are not the ones we want to deconstruct. We want to deconstruct this one. There we go. Deconstruct, deconstruct. Yeah. Okay. Deconstruct. 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 And then we'll actually just have them all drain out to here, so we won't have these connected. So we will say ventilation, gas pipe, igneous rock. Yeah, I think we'll just do it like this. Okay. Alright, going fine. Base, tile, igneous rock, finish up that. And then I want to say ventilation, gas pipe, igneous rock. Go ahead and hook up. This is a little awkward. Yeah, sure. We'll leave this here for now, and we will say connect up gas pipe right here and here. Okay, and then we should be able to start draining out all this gas into here, and we'll just deconstruct these things when we're done. Power-wise, let's also just deconstruct any of these random things that we have over here. So basically what we're going to do, as soon as we get this stuff, I'll start our active cooling system up as soon as we've pumped out a lot of water, basically all the water from here. How much water do we have here, actually? I might need more than what I have here. This is 12 by 3. This is 11 by 4. Another 12 by 3 plus like 6. Okay, yeah, we need a lot more than this actually to store all this water. Where to put that is a question. Well, first off, let's go ahead and straighten out this ladder. Like so. I don't really like having these loops in our base. They're kind of not what we want to be doing in terms of improving the pathfinding. So we probably want to close these doors. But this is like a really awkward way to go as well. So maybe we just want to close off this area actually. Yeah, you know what? Tile, igneous rock. Just close this off. Have them go through this central corridor. Improve the pathfinding a little bit, but basically what we're going to do now is we are going to put in some more storage here. Yeah, let's start by just putting in some right here. Tile, igneous rock, run this right across like so. Uproot this balm lily. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be the area where we have our crude oil that's being heated up. And so we are going to have plumbing. We want a liquid pump. We're going to be making this out of steel. This liquid pump is going to be... Put it right here. Let's see. So base, liquid reservoir. We want to have our buffers be in here, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess we fit the next one right here. Is that good? Is that what we want to do? You know what? I think 6 as a buffer is going to be fine. Let's leave ourselves a little bit of space here. Sure. Okay. I think this is fine. And then we're going to say plumbing, liquid pump, made out of steel. Let's stick this right here. We are going to have a temp sensor. Automation, thermosensor, make this out of steel as well. Jam this down right here. Automation wire, steel, like so. Plumbing, liquid pipe. Really make this out of anything. I don't think there's really any failure point we need to worry about for liquid pipe, and we don't really care about the insulation of it as well. Say igneous rock. That should work fine. And then we go with this sort of awkward piping system since we're going this way as opposed to the other way. So basically what we're going to do is say once the oil has reached a sufficient temperature, we are going to pump it out. Actually, we know, I guess we want to leave this area for petroleum that we're heating up, right? That's awkward though because we don't really have a buffer system that we want for the petroleum. We just kind of want it to go out. Yeah, this is fine though. We do want to fill this area with hydrogen before we seal it off. We do want to buffer for the crude oil. This is going to be our petroleum heating room because I think we're scrapping this system effectively. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then we can set the controls on the petroleum part differently. Yeah, okay, I think this is fine. Okay. I've convinced myself this is okay. We have this pumping, so slowly this water level will start to fall as we fill up these areas here. Base, tile. Oh man, the lag. I really should have been improving the space on the lag front for a while, but at this point, we gotta focus on the important things. Okay. And then we're just going to go in like so. Actually, you know what? Cancel that. Base. Liquid reservoir, iron ore. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Okay. Base. Oh boy. It's worse when there's lag too. The game is pretty choppy right now because we have not been trying to optimize pathfinding pretty much the entire game. And now we're paying a little bit of a price for it. Tile. Igneous rock is fine. Go ahead and extend this out. Starvation. Grimy, soggy, starving, holding breath because of the situation. Okay, there's plenty of food though, right? Nutrient bars, pepper bread, stuffed berries, meat, mushrooms. I mean, there's literally 300,000 calories of pepper bread. Okay, I don't know. You'll find food. I believe in you. How much pinch of pepper nut do we have at this point? It's got to be tons. 70 kilograms. That is a lot. Okay. Let's do job mastery before we go back to this. Ashcan done as apprentice miner. Sure, miner sounds good. Ada done as an architect. Senior architect sounds good. Nicola done as a farmer. What else is there for you to do? Seasoned farmer, sure, why not? Everybody's getting an upgrade. You're staying on the same career path. There we go, okay. Close this out. Yeah, so this is going to be our oil heat exchanging room, and then this one is going to be our petroleum heat exchanging room. Actually, we could extend it out another like 2 or so. I have to think a little bit about this. How much I care about dumping heat into petroleum, because it's not super important that we heat up the petroleum. Since we don't really have a great way to store it buffer-wise. We don't have a way to offload it, basically, besides launching a rocket. So it's kind of unreliable to just have a bunch of heat being dumped into the petroleum, because we might not have a way to get rid of that hot petroleum, is the major downside. Okay. Let's also, while we're at it, go ahead and start on our next layer of water storage, because we're going to need a lot more to have all this water. Like, one of these is 5 tiles of water, right? So 12 by 3, that means 7 of these. Another 12 by 3, another 7 of these. 11 by 4, another 8 of these, roughly speaking, plus throwing on another couple for these little edges and bits. We're going to need a lot to pump out all this water at the moment. It is nice and getting nice and temperate over here, though. There's just a little bit of steam left. Everything else is cooled off. Okay. We're going to need to do something with this room, but I can figure that out later. I think we're basically just going to reseal it and start having it run back the way it did, but let's possibly do things a little bit differently. Okay. So, what else do I need to work on here? This is going to be the area that we use. Oh, I do want these things to get built at some point. Yeah. Let's also remove this sort of loop thing that we have going on here. Improve the pathfinding just a little bit more. I also don't want them to be able to run down here. In fact, let's just deny permissions to make that easier. Okay. How are we coming along in this area? Have we more or less gotten this done? Coming close. We can now deconstruct this, right? Yes. Okay. Deconstructing this, gonna have a whole new bedroom set up for our homeless duplicants. We're gonna expand our base out upwards this way. Is now the time that I reposition this ladder? Probably not. Probably not. But you know what? Plastic ladder all around seems like a good idea. Start replacing this with plastic ladder, please. And then we'll build some more plastic ladder up here. We can replace at least some of this, basically. Base, tile, granite sounds fine to me. Let's start working on this. Right across here. I don't have any like plumbing or wiring in here, right? Okay, great. Deconstruct this whole line right here. Deconstruct all of this. And let's also deconstruct all of this. Cool. Okay. Base, tile, granite. I think this is where we're going to put our med bay. I think that's the plan. An actual med bay, not this janky thing that we have down here. We wanna come to think of it. Come to think of it. You know what? Let's also just go ahead and say let's retrofit this area a little bit. Deconstruct. I mean, I guess this technically isn't necessary. Also, what is the temperature like here? How much thermal communication do I want with this area? Because we're opening ourselves up to a big cool area here. I think we're fine letting the cold in. I have this barrier right here, which is going to be stopping most of it. Okay. Talk myself into this as well. Yeah, that way we can smooth out this whole area up here. And let's also give a mop order for this, I guess. Okay. Bit of a filler episode. I think in the next episode I want to talk a little bit more about DLC ideas that I have. Because I still feel like we're a little ways away from being able to really start retrofitting this rocket area. Like, we can start doing the designs and whatnot for our sort of heat exchanger type thing that we're doing here. But we're probably going to want to do a lot more just sort of grunt work before we really launch into this proper. Also, how much iron did we grab from the surface? Did we get much? We got a decent amount. Okay. And why aren't these growing? Growth halted, pressure. Wait, how did we... do I need to have more oxygen produced? Maybe we need to be producing more oxygen. Yeah, we can work on that as well. In fact, you know, this is a pretty easily solved issue given that we just have mounds of oxygen lying around. And we've got all these things full of oxygen. We have idle electrolyzer rooms. Yeah, you know what? This isn't easy. This is just way too easily solved of a problem. Ventilation, gas vent, iron ore. Let's slap one down right here. Gas pipe, igneous rock. Yeah, just start venting out some of our oxygen here. And likewise, we have this whole system. I really should link this system up to something. I also should link this up much differently, but what's our oxygen pressure over here? It's fine. What do we have here? Diver's lungs. Oh, wow. New dupe. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to end the episode. I kind of... man, this is another project that never came about. Hooking up this whole thing and basically having individual air vents in each room supplied to a central oxygen system. We never really got there with this. We can go ahead and disable these buildings. And disable these buildings. And set these priorities down to 1. And then we can also just hook up a vent. And I think on that note we are going to end the episode. Basically just pump out some more oxygen to our base here. Let's go and stick the vent up here. Lots of retrofits being done. In fact, you know what? Right before we end, this episode's still going kind of long, but let's also just go ahead and queue up a little bit of this. Yeah. And then furniture, hanging pots. Hanging pots like crazy. Gold amalgam sounds good. Get another jungle room going here. Cool. Okay, I'm going to cut things here. We'll come back next time. I'll talk a little bit about another DLC idea that I have, because I think we're in for another sort of filler, just waiting for stuff to get done type of episode. Okay, cutting things here. Catch you guys next time.